Alright, so this is chapter 4, section 1, exercise 8, part B. And in this problem, it says draw the two set arrow diagram for each relation R described below. So the domain is a set of A, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the codomain is a set of A is equal to, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And so the domain will look like this. And the codomain will look like this. The rule in here is x and y is an element of the relation R. Means the rule is that y would be less than x squared, less than 2y. And the connection of this would be from the domain to the codomain. X domain would be the x, y would be the codomain numbers. So what you're going to want to be thinking about is what x squared would be for each of the domains, and I have that here. And also, you're going to also be wanting to think about what 2y is for each of the codomains, which I have right here. So basically, in order for the domain to connect to the codomain, you're going to need a domain that its square would be greater than y, but less than 2y. So if we go through all of these, there's actually no squared numbers that are greater for most of these, like 1, 2, 3, etc. Each of the squares have to be greater than 11 actually, so we can rule out 1 because 1 squared isn't going to be greater than 11. 2 squared isn't going to be greater than 11. 3 squared isn't greater than 11, but we can start checking with the 4s. Also, the x squared has to be less than any of the two y's. From 5 on up to 10, each of their squares is greater than any of the y's. But when you start, we already established that 1 squared wouldn't be enough to be greater than any of the y's. So 1 won't be connecting to anything, 2 won't be connecting to anything, 3 won't be connecting to anything, but we can start connecting the domain 4 to some of the codomains. So let's start checking there. So 16, let me check with 16. 16 is greater than 11, and it's also less than 2y, which is 22, so it's also less than 22, so we can connect the this 4 to 11. And 16 is, well, 16 is also greater than 12, and it's also less than 24, so we can connect that too. And 16 is less than it's greater than 13, but it's less than 26, so we can also connect that. 16 is greater than 14, and it's also less than 28, so we can also connect that. 16 is greater than 15, and it's also less than 30, so we can connect that. But 16 is actually equal to 16, so we can't connect any more of domain 4 to any of the codomains. But we can start checking everything else. So for 5, yeah, I got this now, sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. So basically, 25 is, you can't do anything on from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, because all of their squares are greater than y in the codomain. So your final answer will actually just be this. Sorry for the confusion there. It's late, and but yeah, that's the final answer of exercise 8, part B.